Ninjago is my favorite LEGO theme, but my second favorite is Hero Factory. My original plan was to talk about Hero Factory in that Forgotten LEGO Shows video that only a few of you watched, but I thought it'd be better to give it a whole video. This theme of LEGO was so cool, and I'm so sad that it got cancelled later on. So let's look back and see how good it was.
This is the Hero Factory.
Rise of the Rookies contains 4 episodes following the same plot, and I use the term loosely. We follow a team of heroes at the Hero Factory, which builds heroes to go out to protect the universe. The main team we watch consists of Bulk, Stringer, and Stormer, who are the veteran heroes, but are accompanied by a few new heroes, Surge, Breeze, and Ferno. They go out on missions throughout the 4 episodes, with Ferno trying to earn the approval of Stormer, as he is quite strict on Ferno, keeping him out of most of the action. Ferno starts to prove himself more and more, and we hear a particular mission talked about multiple times. This mission, coined the Von Ness mission, involves Stormer when he was a rookie. Watch as his fellow rookie goes rogue and abandons him and his leader. This other rookie was named Von Ness, and he returns in the final episode to be the main villain. Hopefully you enjoyed this plot synopsis. The plot is very bare bones, but I think it does a great job setting up this world and characters. The characters who aren't Ferno or Stormer aren't particularly deep, but they bounce well off one another. Ferno and Stormer are the meat and potatoes of these episodes, as we mainly follow Ferno as he rises up to become an alpha leader by the end, after helping defeat Von Nebula. That's Von Ness, by the way, who was voiced by Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker. His defeat is very underwhelming. He taunts the 2 heroes, then is immediately disintegrated. It wasn't satisfying at all. All this build-up was for nothing. One thing I didn't expect to slap was the music when the action was taking place. Speaking of action, it's boring as hell. It's just the good and bad guys shooting and missing each other. I don't think anyone gets hit throughout the entire thing. Stormer has to jump into the bullets to get hit. The opening theme song intro thing is really iconic and straight to the point.
This is the Hero Factory, where the bravest, most advanced heroes in the galaxy are built.
I actually own the LEGO set for Stormer from these episodes, but I'm missing the pants and the core. The toys have really accurate designs to the show, which are really sleek compared to Bionicle, which came before. Some of those are scary, man.
Follow me on Hero Feed or friend me on HeroBook.
The Hero Factory is unveiling a massive upgrade which completely overhauls the design of the characters, making them stronger, faster, and cooler looking. 2 new rookies are created to show off these new upgrades, Evo and Nex. Our favorite heroes need to wait a little bit to get the upgrade, so they can do more testing, but they find themselves getting the upgrade early to save Surge from new villains. Since this is only 1 episode, the plot is even more bare bones, but the main purpose was to show off the new looks. And these are really great designs, which give the characters more flexibility. We also get the first upgrading montage, which is my favorite part of the series. The villains actually look kind of intimidating, which I thought would be really hard to do. The sad thing is that Firelord is set up to know Stormer, which I thought was leading into something, but it leads to absolutely nothing. Not even in later episodes. The characters struggle a little at first when given their new bodies, and this is something that would make sense. The production team could have been lazy and made them really good in these new bodies, but no. Stringer and Bulk are absent in these episodes, instead being replaced, for now, by Evo and Nex. Evo is very tranquil in this episode, but his later appearances completely ditch this idea. Nex is Australian, so I approve.
Are we friends on HeroBook yet?
The action is leagues better than Rise of the Rookies, thanks to the better animation and also the new designs of the characters, which probably made LEGO sales double. The new skeleton pieces they created are used in the rest of the Hero Factory series and bleeds over to the Bionicle reboot and the Star Wars buildable figures. I also own 5 figures from this wave, and they are super accurate and really cool. Sure, I'm missing a few smaller pieces, but you get the idea. Overall, a massive success. I wonder where they'll go from here.
Ha ha! Another win for Rocka. In a few hours, I'll be playing Robo Ball and dunking on Ferno.
Our favorite band of heroes are sent on a rescue mission as a new rookie named Rocker is lost on a planet, Quatros. I'm just learning this now, but Rocker is voiced by Tom Kenny, aka SpongeBob freaking SquarePants. Rocker was led here by Aldous Witch, a former employee at the Hero Factory, who now goes by the Witch Doctor. He wants to harvest the planet's quasar, which is the source of the hero cores. But the team stops him and saves the planet in their new animal-themed armor. Was it necessary that they look like animals? No, but it's cool. This was a solid arc of the show, and Rocker pretty much becomes the main character from here on out. He's a new rookie, so Inferno has a bit of a Lightning McQueen moment, where he's jealous of the new hotshot. Continuing the trend of rotating the cast, Stormer, Inferno, and Nex return, while Bulk and Stringer are brought back. Surge, Breeze, and Evo are absent from this one, and I like the break from Surge. His voice was getting on my nerves. Each character is given a little bit more personality, which is a lot more compared to the last episodes. Like Stormer gives Rocker the chance to lead his little team, and we see Stormer have some trouble giving up control. We see how Bulk is more than a strong boy. He's actually very intelligent and knows a fair bit about Quattros. Nex is a great time. He has some of the better lines. Inferno forfeits the chance for more spotlight to squash the beef with Rocker and let him fight the Witch Doctor. Stringer is just there, but that's fine. There's a whole plot about Stormer, Bulk, and Rocker shrinking, and this was very pointless as they shrink, run around for a bit, and unshrink. Like I said before, the characters get new armor resembling animals, and this is great aesthetically. And they have more melee weapons, so there isn't any shooting and missing. The stakes are really high in this one, with the threat of the Witch Doctor, but also the planet getting destroyed, with Aldous collecting all the quasar. Let's see what sets I own from this one. None of them. Pretty solid arc, but the next one is probably peak Hero Factory.
Inferno, report!
Breakout! All the villains are escaping. Hundreds of them.
This two-part arc starts with a massive jailbreak, with all the captured villains escaping. We see new ones and older ones, like Explode, the animals from Savage Planet, and Firelord. This was accomplished by using Von Nebula's staff, which is just chilling in the same room as all these deadly villains. Yeah, sure. Now it's up to the heroes to each go out and bring back the villains. The characters get new upgrades to assist them in unique environments that they go to. Inferno goes after this shark fella, so he gets a harpoon gun and some propellers. Surge is sent to space. Evo goes to a jungle planet, Stringer goes to a lightning-covered area, and Stormer is sent to an ice planet. Evo gets more screen time, completely ditching the tranquil personality, but he finds himself having trouble deciding what to do. Luckily, he has Inferno to help him, and it's excellent seeing the once hot-headed rookie explaining to the next generation of heroes how to think. They each have to fight a villain, and they all eventually overcome their foe. Stormer's villain is Speeder Demon, who rides a motorcycle, so he gets one of his own. I think Inferno should have swapped with Stormer because we already saw that Inferno has a bike in Rise of the Rookies, so it's a shame they didn't keep up this continuity that they've been really good with. While all this is going on, Rocker is the only hero left at the Hero Factory, but little does he know, a new villain has taken control of the Hero Factory, so he has to figure out how to stop him. Rocker knows a lot for a rookie, and this causes some suspicion from Zib. I haven't mentioned him yet, but he's the guy in the chair. Turns out, Rocker is actually working for a reconnaissance team, and he was sent to the Hero Factory to keep watch of Von Nebula's staff, fearing it would be used for a bigger plan. Guess he was right. This is great character building, and he's right as the ending alludes to a master plan in the works, but sadly we never see this fully realized. At this point, we've been so used to seeing one location for each of these missions, so I love how we see many different planets and situations. Bulk, Breeze, and Nex aren't anywhere to be seen, even though they got Lego sets in this wave. The different battles are fun to watch, but because there's so many of them, we switch between each one so many times, and frankly, I think the Rocker stuff is way more interesting than anything else. If they had the different heroes shown less, we could have had more time to flesh out Rocker's mystery and let him figure out how to stop Black Phantom.
What? I've been dying for action all day, and you just want me to stay here?
Evil brain creatures are sent out by a mysterious figure to attach themselves to creatures and invade the Hero Factory. Was this part of the big master plan at the end of Breakout? I don't know. The heroes must gear up again to save the city from these brains. The plot isn't anything too crazy, but it's a nice twist on the usual formula. Instead of the heroes going out to different planets to face danger, the danger is coming to them. The different creatures they fight put up a good challenge, but they are defeated by bonking them on the head. Thankfully, the team is equipped with swords and shields, which is really cool. Inferno now seems to be the leader of the team, or at least close to it, as he gives out commands and comes up with ideas. He even has a cape, which is fucking badass. He got a new voice actor in this episode, who is the same guy who voiced Peter Parker in Spectacular Spider-Man, which, again, is really cool. Bulk and Breeze return to the fray, while Stringer is out and Nex is still nowhere to be found. They keep up the continuity by having Bulk and Breeze in their 2.0 forms, but I think it would make more sense for them to be in their breakout designs from the LEGO sets. Every hero was sent out in breakout, so they would have gotten those upgrades. The continuity keeps rolling in, as Stormer mentions Breeze talking to animals, which is a callback to Rise of the Rookies, where she did just that. Halfway through, a possessed dragon shows up and crashes into the hero factory, and Rocket goes to take it on himself. He does this by using a jetpack. This flying scene has so much energy behind it, and so does the rest of the episode. He flies around and eventually frees the dragon, and the day is saved. Rocket is my favorite character out of all of them, and I'm so glad he got a decent amount of screen time. Brain Attack is only one episode, so it's a little disappointing we didn't get much else from this concept, but it did a good job executing everything. I would have liked a bit more personality from the rest of the team, but Bulk makes a Marvel reference, so that's fun.
Raka, start constructing my freezer battle machine on the remote builder.
I want you to tell me something. What was the reason for Heroes Factory's success in the first place? I'll answer for you. I believe it was the cool designs of the characters, which made for awesome toys. And if you didn't want to play with them, you had a cool figure to display on your shelf. There was so much customization potential, so people were able to make their own heroes. This theme of LEGO also brought a pretty solid show, which wasn't the deepest out there, but they put heaps of effort into it to make it a decent show, which sold people on the sets. The Invasion from Below wave completely ruined all of this. The characters are super bland, with all their personalities stripped away. They all talk the exact same, which is very expositional, and my god they're ugly. There's even Marvel levels of quipping, and I like Marvel, so this is bad. The main focus isn't about the heroes getting new armor or anything, it's now about the vehicles they drive around, which is so lame. It's so obvious that this episode was solely created to sell these sets, and yeah, that's what all the episodes are for. But at least in the past episodes, they put effort to make a good, clear story. They made these characters likable so you'd want to go buy their toys. But Invasion from Below just shoves these machines down your throat. Anyway, what's the actual episode about? Some workers drill into the ground, which disturbs these monsters, who come up to the surface to fight back. The heroes are dispatched to stop these monsters, and all the characters return from Brain Attack, but only in name. Like I said, their personalities are boring. They have very similar designs, and they all have new voice actors. No one came back for this one, and the new voice actors don't put any energy into their lines.
Hey, Evo, help me set up the remote builder. We're gonna need some battle machines better suited for fighting down here.
They have to build battle machines to fight these monsters, and they say the words battle machines so many damn times.
Battle machine.
Battle machine.
Battle machine. Battle machine.
Battle machine. Battle machine. Battle machines.
Then Inferno and Stormer are taken by the monsters and don't appear for the rest of the episode. The two fan favorite characters since the very start are shafted completely. This was the final straw for me. I will say, I do like the design of the creatures here. They just work for me. Also, I have no idea if this was intentional, but Breeze talks to the mother monster, which could be nodding to her animal communication from earlier, but these two things can't save this dumpster fire for me. I am so disappointed this is how the Hero Factory franchise ended. They didn't even have the intro. Hero Factory is my second favorite LEGO product. I had so much fun revisiting these episodes. Except you. These episodes aren't a masterpiece and they aren't even that deep, but they did a great job selling us on the world and characters. I think if LEGO were to bring this franchise back, they should create new characters and continue from Brain Attack, because I wouldn't be able to stand seeing my favorite heroes get brutalized again. Thanks for listening to my rant and review of the series. I'll see you in the next video.